Dear citizens of Kogi State, fellow Kogites, because I am a proud citizen of Kogi, precisely from Kaba. It's a great honor for me to speak in the name of our chairman, General Abdul Salami, who, as has been said, is unavoidably absent. Let me make it clear that I did not receive any speech from Cardinal, former General Abdul Salami, to deliver here on his behalf. So what I will say now is what I have prepared. As a member of the National Peace Committee, but above all, as a very concerned citizen of this state. I must confess that I almost suspended my participation in this kind of peace accord exercise. This is because I was beginning to have serious doubts whether it was a mere ceremonial ritual or a serious, honest, and sincere commitment by all stakeholders. Before the people out there and before God, who can never be deceived. If I'm here at all, it is because I continue to be an incorrigible optimist that things can move well in our nation, and that if we do things in the right way, the nation will prosper and our future will be great. This is my hope, and this is my prayer. Obviously, as you can see, many of the major stakeholders don't seem to consider this event important. They are not here. That speaks volumes. Those of you who are here, I hope you consider it important. This ceremony focuses on the political contestants signing an accord that they will behave well and play according to the well-known rules. This is right and fitting, but it is not sufficient. All the other stakeholders in this election process must also declare sincere commitment to work for a free, fair, and credible election. I believe this is why all the stakeholders are present in this hall, not as observers or guests of honor, but as critical stakeholders and role players. In my opinion, there are three levels of stakeholders who must all play their respective roles well before God and for the good of our people. And they are as follows. First group, the people. I say the first group is the people. The citizens, the electorate, who will cast their votes to indicate who should serve them in public office. They are the primary stakeholders whose interests are sacrosanct. The election is their rare opportunity to exercise their franchise as citizens and to renew their social contract with the ruling elite. They have the highest stake in the elections. The next group, of course, there is the contestants who are offering themselves through their political parties for service of the people. They are to present themselves to be voted for, not impose themselves or grab power by all means. And finally, there is the government institutions. I said 3 categories: the people, the contestants, and the government. The government institutions will vary responsibilities for ensuring a free, fair, and credible election. Most important is the government of the day, with the primary responsibility to maintain good order. Even in an election, the government belongs to all citizens and should not be partial or biased, for that would be gross injustice. Next, of course, is the INEC, with the specific responsibility to conduct elections. Even if appointed by a government that is itself a contestant in the election, INEC has a sacred duty to be fair and impartial, making sure that everyone has a level playing ground. INEC should know that whether it is true or not, its reputation among the majority of Nigerians is rather low. I encourage it to seize the opportunity of these elections to redeem its image and regain the trust of the people. Nigerians will judge it leniently for challenges beyond its control, but not for any deliberate breach of trust. Then we must beg the security agencies to please do their duty of securing the social environment for the people to carry out their right and their duty to cast their votes peacefully and freely. They should demonstrate utmost professionalism, avoiding whatever may frighten or intimidate the people. Their loyalty is to the Nigerian people, not to any individuals or groups, not even to the government in power, especially when it is also a party in the context. Finally, the judiciary is supposed to be a last resort to settle disagreements over the conduct of the elections. If everyone plays his role well, there will be no need for recourse to the courts. The result of elections is supposed to be determined by the votes cast at the polling units, not by courts. Recourse to courts is an indication that the election process has been deficient. The courts must play their role well as the last hope of the people. It is a tragedy if the pronouncements of the courts become as contentious as the decisions of INEC. Finally, conclusion and generally, it is a great pity that our elections have become a do-or-die war instead of a simple, straightforward civic exercise. This is because of the prevailing idea of politics as control of power for personal and group gain at the expense of the people. Things will change, and Nigeria will move peacefully forward if we imbibe the idea of politics as a sacred act of service of the common good and of the people, at one's expense, to the glory of God. I am praying for that to happen. Thank you for your attention, and may God bless this exercise.
breach the protocol. I just came in, so I have not had any prepared advance protocol, so I can adopt what has already been established. I would like to apologize for the inability of the ID to be here physically. He has other pressing issues that is handling on the ground. So he asked me to represent him here. So what I will read will be the goodwill message of the General of Police, IDP, local ID, NPM. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, fellow citizens, I stand before you today to witness this crucial occasion of signing a peace accord by the political parties and stakeholders of our great nation with respect to forthcoming off-cycle elections which have been scheduled to hold on Saturday, 11, 2023 in Bayelsa, Imo, and here in Kogi State. The event is a testament of our collective commitment to peace, unity, and our democratic process. In a democracy, political competition is indispensable, but it should always be tempered by the principles of peace, respect for one another. Our Constitution guarantees the right for political expression, but it also demands that this expression occurs within bounds of law and civility. The signing of peace accord signifies a vital step in ensuring that upcoming elections at the three states are conducted peacefully, fairly, and in an atmosphere of trust. It is a pledge by all political parties and stakeholders to uphold the rule of law, respect the electoral process, and encourage peaceful coexistence among citizens. I want to assure all parties that Nigerian Police Force and other sister security agencies involved in the electoral process are fully committed to ensuring the safety and security of all citizens during the election process. We will be impartial, fair, and resolute in upholding the law. I have also directed officers to ensure restriction of movement in and around the affected states in order to curtail the use of force and outlaws during the election. We therefore solicit for your absolute cooperation in this regard towards enforcing these proactive measures to achieve peaceful election process. I also call upon all political parties, candidates, and stakeholders to play their part in maintaining peace. Let us resolve our differences through dialogue, debate, the ballot box, etc. Let us encourage a peaceful and vibrant democracy that is a source of our pride for our nation. In conclusion, let us not underestimate the significance of peace accord. It is a symbol for our collective determination to preserve the democratic values which are the cornerstone of our great nation. Together, we can make our democracy stronger, more resilient, and together we can build a brighter future for our citizens. Thank you. May peace and unity prevail in our beloved country, and I wish you all very blessings back to your various destinations. Thank you.
A corps of ad hoc staff that is well prepared, well managed, and will be properly supervised to ensure that free and fair election is delivered in Kogi, Bayelsa, and Imo. We know Kogi State is volatile in terms of security, but we have the assurance of the security chiefs that peace will be maintained. But above all is our attitude. And coming back to what the Cardinal has said, we have to change our mentality.
Brothers and sisters, may I beg to observe the Vedam protocol on behalf of His Royal Majesty Dr. Matthew Aleji of Aloha of Ushapa, the President of Kogi State Council of Chiefs, who have found me to represent him at this auspicious occasion. First, he said I should thank General Salam and his team, the National INEC Commissioner or Chairman Mahmoud, the State INEC Commissioner and his team, particularly Commissioner of Police and other security agents, that this is a good and meritable gathering, that the awareness in which General Abdulsalam have given on behalf of his team is well taken. Normally at the grassroots level, traditional rulers are the last resource, as well as during the election. Where there's dispute, whether slight or major, in the polling unit or what, in last place they take their problem to the traditional palaces, which become at this crucial issue at the time. The palace of traditional rulers become a mini police rescue office for any victim for settlement. Based on what happened yesterday, which a message was delivered on his behalf and on behalf of the State Council of Chiefs by His Royal Majesty Abdullah Issa Koto, the image of Kokotan Karfe. The same message is what we, the paramount rulers, the traditional rulers of Kogi, have taken, and by the grace of God, we are going to abide by the rules of the game. But His Royal Majesty, on behalf of the State Council of Chiefs, said I should beg, particularly the Commissioner of Police and other sister agencies, security sister agencies. The major problem we do have are the politicians or the contestants, whereby no aspirant or candidate agent should go to the polling unit with any arms or ammunition. That scare the electorate. So after all said and done, we appreciate this committee, we appreciate the INEC, and lastly, the aspirant, particularly the politicians, will allow the INEC to do their duty, because this is their own time. I wish all of us all the best as we leave here after the program back to our various destinations in peace and sound health. Thank you and God bless you.